the main event.
Welcome to Wrestle Realm. My name is Ryan Milkey, and this is a very impromptu live stream. I got a text message last night from a very good friend of mine and a wrestling creator, WYATT Wrestling. He said, bro, we need to have a conversation with some guys from the group about Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is literally, just over 24 hours away from me. It's Friday right now, 6:30 in the evening. Guys, as I said, my name is Ryan Milkey. This is Wrestle Realm. I got a new layout, as you could see from my last live stream, wherever I was on YouTube. I have a different layout. I've now got a nice fancy gaming chair, PC chair, so I'm comfy, I'm happy, and yeah, I'm in the mood to make content. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to bring on some guests. We're going to have a good chat about wrestling, about Money in the Bank. We've got the 4 cards that Triple H has set out for the pay-per-view. Only 4 matches. I'm a little bit surprised by only 4 matches on a pay-per-view, but hey, it's Money in the Bank, so they're going to be good 30 to 40, maybe an hour-long matches with the women and men's ones, so I can understand the pay-per-view is probably going to run for about 3 hours. But yeah, as I said, we've got some guests, so please welcome on my good friend, WYATT Wrestling. You all know him, you all love him. He's doing some fantastic content right now. He's got some interviews with some amazing wrestling content creators out there, and I think there's one coming next week from a familiar face that you probably all know. So stay tuned for that. But please welcome in my good buddy, WYATT Wrestling. How you doing, my friend?
How are you, man? I'm doing great. I'm ready to give my Money in the Bank predictions. I'm excited for tomorrow for Money in the Bank. It's over 24 hours. Worlds collides in 24 hours as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for that as well. And let's get into this.
Yeah. So as I said in the interview, you've got some great content coming out on the channel. I don't want to blow my own trumpet. I know I'm editing them for you, but you have to make the content for me to be able to edit it. So I want to thank you because you've brought out a lot in me with the editing stuff. I love doing it. It's fun. I get to meet new people that I never even knew in the wrestling community. The both people that you've had on already have been absolutely, It's Real to Us and John Reyes. They've been absolute great guests. And if anyone hasn't seen those videos, definitely go check them out because they are very good and they're on WYATT's channel. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to be a little bit surprised, I think, by some of your predictions tonight. I have no idea where you're going to go with it, so it's going to be fun.
I'm excited.
It's going to be fun, definitely. Well, guys, we do have another guest with us. I keep looking at that light when my camera's there, not there. So if you see me looking over there, it's because I'm looking at the bloody bright light in my eyes. I need to fix that. But yeah, as I was saying, we do have another guest on tonight, guys. They're always at it. They are so active on YouTube and on Instagram and all the places that they're at. They do so many live streams throughout the week. It's sometimes hard to keep up, but I absolutely love doing it. They are a collective known as the RnR podcast, but we have the leader and the face of the place here today. He's going to be joining us. His name is Brandon Martin. Please welcome in Brandon Martin. How are you doing, my friend, from the RnR podcast?
Ryan, I am doing great. Worlds Collide's happening tomorrow, along with Money in the Bank after that. A lot of wrestling that's happening this weekend, though. It's looking forward to what's happening for tomorrow.
Definitely. Well, we've got SmackDown tonight as well. Do we expect the match to be added to the card on SmackDown, or is it just going to be a 4-match card?
There's
still time, isn't there?
There is, yes.
What do you think? Do you think we'll get one? Or is it just 4 matches?
I mean, if they want to go with the 4 matches, that's fine. But if they want to add the 5th, I mean, it's up to them. Depending on what it is. Hopefully, they can get Money in the Bank, though, a quality premium live event. Seeing what happened for tomorrow. Only time will tell.
Indeed. Well, I appreciate both of you for coming on to my channel. Thank you very much. As we said, this is Wrestle Realm. If you enjoy this content or if you agree or disagree with any of the panel's opinions, you can go over and let them know on their own channels. They will be linked in the description down below, and you can also comment on the live stream right now. So yeah, guys, let's get straight into it, shall we? We do have a slideshow that I put together. It's if you know me, you know I like my slideshows. So let's scoot everybody down to the bottom row. And we have a Money in the Bank 2025 predictions slideshow. WWE, don't copyright me for copyright infringement because I stole your images. Thank you very much. But yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we? So Money in the Bank is going to be in Los Angeles. It's presented by the Cash App, and it's going to be live Saturday, June 7th at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. PT. I don't know what that means. And then 7, I think, Eastern, if I might be mistaken. So
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that is correct, you guys. I'm still struggling with the American time zones being over in the UK, but
we can understand.
We are getting
that.
So the last time is now. We have Logan Paul and John Cena going up against Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. As soon as it's my channel, I'm not going to go first, and we're going to go round robin with it. So we'll let Wyatt go first on this match, and then Brandon will go first on the next match. Wyatt, please let us know what you feel about this match and where you think it's going.
This match I'm really excited for. I'm really excited to see the last time is now John Cena teaming up with Logan Paul and Cody, and first seeing Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. My prediction I'm going with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, because I think Jey will hit a spear onto Logan Paul, and then Cody hits the crossroads, and then I think they get the win. But John Cena will not get pinned, because it will lead into a John Cena versus Cody Rhodes match for the rematch.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Anything else you would like to add?
No, not really.
No? Are you hyped for this one? On the meter scale, we have 4 matches. Where would you rank your hypeness for this match specifically on the night? Is it top, is it middle, or is it bottom?
I gotta go in the middle. I think
It's
it's gonna be like a 5. A 5. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Brandon, over to you, my friend.
Yeah, when this tag match in this one regarding to one of those guys, John Cena, the current undisputed WWE champion, along with teaming with Logan Paul. Then you have going up against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the current World Heavyweight Champion, main event, Jey Uso. So knowing about this, when Cody and Cena, faced off at WrestleMania 41 Night 2, and knowing that Cena won that title with the help of Travis Scott, of all people, knowing, yes, I was not happy with that result, but I get what they wanted to go with. However, when guarding to, with Saturday night's main event, though, between Jey Uso and Logan Paul, Jey retained the title. However, Cena interfered after the matchup with the assault, and then you got the returning American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in this one, just finishing out, looking to get some revenge, though. And I can agree with Wyatt's logic on this one. So knowing Cena will not take the pinfall, Logan Paul is. So with that reason, Cody looking for that rematch for the undisputed WWE title down the line coming up, either at a SummerSlam or wherever the case might be. I would say for this one, give me Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso.
Interesting. Okay. So, guys, we've heard the predictions from our guests. Now that leaves only time for me. And I'm not going to go against my bull, Logan Paul. Of course I'm not. Logan Paul and John Cena, for me, are probably going to win this match. Now, let me break it down a little bit as to why I think it could be. It's hard. I think that this match, personally, should have been on the main event of Saturday night main event the other day, except not the John Cena and our Truth match, maybe. I like it. I like the match. I think that the story, though, that we're building, I don't think Cody is going to take the belt off John Cena. I think it's going to be somebody else later down the line. I think Cena will hold on to the title for a little bit longer. I think we're building a Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes match. So I personally believe Cody Rhodes will take the pinfall from Logan Paul. And I think it's going to be a very interesting match. It's going to be super kick central for sure, with the two high flyers in the match, with Jey Uso and Logan Paul. And I don't think Cena's going to do much. I agree with both of you. Cena is protected in this match. Cena will not take the pinfall, therefore he will still look strong going forward. But I do think we are going to go out with the crowd unhappy in this match, and Logan Paul is going to pin Cody Rhodes. That's my prediction. So I'm going to be a little bit different to you guys and be on the fence over there. But I just can't go against my boy Logan Paul. He's the best in WWE, in my opinion. And if you want to hit that dislike button, you can hit it, because it's all engagement, guys. Yeah, I love it. Before we move on, does anybody see any interferences? Does anybody see any run-ins, any returns in this match? Or is it just going to be a simple tag team match? The last time is now. So this is the last time John Cena is going to be at Money in the Bank. Do we see anything at all with anybody?
I mean, regarding to this tag match, it's just a simple tag team match.
It is, but I'm just asking if there's going to be like any altercations or furthering of storylines between any characters that are involved. Like, I don't know. I think Cody coming back and being in this match is a little bit blah. Like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Protect both of them. I get it, but I don't know. I'd like Karrion Kross to maybe get involved with this and make himself undeniable, make himself just be the face in the place, you know? Like, I don't know. I'd like Karrion Kross to get involved in any match, to be honest, but hey, that's probably a story for a different day. Okay, let's move on, shall we? The second match, this one is probably going to steal the show, in my opinion. This could be a contender for match of the year. We have Stephanie Vaquer going against Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez, also going against Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Julia. Now, Brandon, it is your turn to go first on this one, so please fire away.
Yes. So basically, you know, with Vaquer in that first ever, for being in her first appearance at the Money in the Bank ladder match, along with Roxanne Perez, Julia, Rhea Ripley, Naomi, familiar face on this one, and same with Alexa Bliss. So knowing with Alexa Bliss won Money in the Bank, women's Money in the Bank though, for herself though, and cashed it in, became Raw Women's Champion at that time. So I would say this could go either way on this one. You know, some people would say Ripley would make sense. I mean, some others would say Alexa Bliss. I mean, it could be anybody at this point. So I know my guys though, regarding to one, you know, with Stephanie Vaquer in that matchup, along with Julia. So for me personally, I'm looking forward to that one woman who's had that attitude, though, who attacked Jade Cargill. So we might see if Cargill, you know, if she will become champion, probably somebody cashes in on her. So with that, give me Naomi.
Okay, predictions with caution. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love the match building that you've set up there. I love that you're going with a future new champion with Jade Cargill and the possibility of Naomi being a threat to her with that championship briefcase. I absolutely love it. That's a great prediction. Wyatt, my friend, I wonder if you're in the same boat as Brandon or if you're sitting somewhere else.
Either way, this could go anywhere. Like Vaquer could win, Bliss, Perez, Julia, Rhea, Naomi. Any of them could win. I would be happy with one of them to win. But my prediction, I got to stick with Roxanne Perez.
Ooh.
I got to stick with her. Because Roxanne Perez is so talented in the ring. She's going to join the Judgment Day soon. Maybe Liv Morgan wins the world title again, and then she cashes in on her. It could happen.
Okay, some constant back and forth and bickering within the Judgment Day, continuing that long-standing story that is never settled within the Judgment Day. I like that. Roxanne Perez is a definite contender. I'll give you that. She's had a massive push though, hasn't she? She came up from NXT not long ago. and now she's main event, or she's in the main event, one of the main events for Money in the Bank. It's huge. It's massive for her. I also believe her boyfriend was in LFG and had a fantastic showing in that show as well. So yeah, her future and her longevity in the company is looking strong for sure. So it's a solid prediction. I like it, Wyatt. Well done. Okay, for me, this is hard, guys, because I absolutely adore every single one of those women on that screen. They are all fantastic wrestlers. Stephanie Vaquer has blown me away. What I would pay to have her do that move in the middle of the ring with my head in between her legs and she's banging me into the middle of the... Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I'd love it. That would be great. Alexa Bliss. She is the only outstander in this match that I think isn't going to win, because Alexa Bliss will be joining the WYATT Six. I don't think she needs to have a Money in the Bank briefcase to be around that scene. I think she's going to be joining the WYATT Six very soon. And I have heard in the grapevine that WYATT Six are only going to be a TV attraction. They're not going to be on PLEs or anything like that, which is a little bit upsetting if that is true. So then, therefore, Alexa Bliss wouldn't be in future PLEs to even cash this in. Roxanne Perez, I could see winning it. She is the dark horse in this for sure. I just don't think it's her. I think I got to go with Brandon Martin. I've got to stick with him. It's got to be Naomi. Naomi is the one that has had the most, what's the word I'm looking for? The most real and believable push that any wrestler has had in the last 6 to 12 months for me. When she turned heel, I thought, where has this been for 10 years? Like, you have been, this is one of the best characters, and she's absolutely leaning into it. I've seen that she sent Jade a birthday cake on Instagram the other day, and she was putting razor blades inside it and singing happy birthday. I thought this was so good. Such a good thing. The only person I don't want to win this match, by the way, is Rhea Ripley. I absolutely love Rhea Ripley, but you have pushed her down my throat and everyone else's throat for way too long. I think she just needs to be on the back burner. She doesn't need a title to look strong or to be a credible opponent to anybody. So I think that she is definitely the one that is going to lose. And the dark horse could be Julia, because Julia, she is a fantastic wrestler. She has not shown half of what she's capable of yet in the NXT or in the main roster. So she could also win, but I don't think she's going to. I think we're going to set up a main event feud with Stephanie Vaquer and Julia over on the main roster. I think that that's going to be their first feud. So I'm going to stick with Brandon, and I'm going to say my prediction is Naomi. Again, proceed with caution. I just think it makes complete sense. And even you adding in the little caveat with Jade Cargill possibly becoming a champion very soon, because she definitely could do that. That's just the cherry on top. And we could get a women's main event, night one, SummerSlam. You know, that would be interesting. That would be fun. So yeah, that's where we stick. 2 for Naomi and 1 for Roxanne Perez. Guys, if you are enjoying this content and you want to see more of these PLE prediction shows, then please comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be very much appreciated. Let's move on to the third card in the match, and this one's going to be an absolute barnstorm. It's going to be great. Repping the international Irish lasses in the ring, the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Wow. Okay, Wyatt, back to you, my friend. You're in the front hot seat. Where do you want to go with this one?
I'm really excited for this match. Lyra and Becky, they're talented wrestlers. But my gut, I gotta go with my gut. I think it's gonna be Becky Lynch, because Becky needs to hold a title for a little bit. Lyra's had a good reign. I think her reign's coming to an end tomorrow at Money in the Bank. Tomorrow.
Okay. How would you rate Lyra as a Intercontinental Championship champion?
An 8.
An 8? Yeah.
Yep.
Would you say she's been the best Intercontinental champion?
She hasn't defended really that much of it, but she's been a good champion.
Now, please, I am not the best with history and stuff. Who was the champion before her?
She's the only one.
She was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was one before her or not. But yeah, she was the first one. Interesting. So you're going to go with, you think Becky Lynch is going to win, right? You think that Lyra's is going to end tonight. Do you think Becky Lynch will hold it for a while, or is she just transitioning the title over to somebody else?
I I think she'll hold it for a little bit, and then somebody will take it off her. Maybe SummerSlam, maybe WrestleMania.
Okay.
Who knows?
So you don't predict a quick, like a quick cash in with the women's Money in the Bank? Okay, interesting. Brandon, over to you, my friend. I give you the keys.
Yes. So regarding, again, the rematch from Backlash regarding to the Women's Intercontinental Championship. But before I take you the current one, so going into, their first encounter, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Knowing to see Becky Lynch at that time was the NXT Women's Champion. So knowing with Lyra winning over Becky, becoming the new NXT Women's Champion at that time, knowing that was their first encounter. However, going into, later on into WrestleMania 41, night number 2, knowing regarding for the women's tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles at that time, which is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, were defending those titles against Lyra Valkyria, and one was supposed to be Bayley in this one, but she got taken out. So replacing Bayley was that one, the man, Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
And they did win and become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania 41 Night 2. The next night on Raw, though, however, it was a rematch from WrestleMania 41 Night 2. And it was a short tag team title reign when Becky attacked Lyra, betraying her and all that. So knowing that Becky really wants that Women's Intercontinental Championship. So regarding with Lyra, going back to her a bit there, it was the second Raw of 2025 where to become the first ever inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. And it was one woman by the name Lyra Valkyria was that first person to hold the title. So knowing about this, when we go to, back to moving forward, Backlash, Becky wants to become the champion. I thought at first Becky was going to become champion, but I was wrong, though, which Lyra did take and win that matchup and retain the Women's Intercontinental title. But now it is this, Matt, the third encounter. Same two women, again, Women's Intercontinental Champion. And this is the last chance match, mind you, knowing that if Lynch loses, she can no longer challenge for the title as long as Valkyria is the champion.
Mm.
However, if Valkyria loses, she will be forced to raise Lynch's hand, acknowledge Lynch as the better woman. So they had to agree upon that in that rematch from Backlash. So it was back in St. Louis. So for me personally, hopefully the third time will be the charm this time. Give me the man, Becky Lynch, becoming the new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Okay, I love it. So there's a 2-0 pick there for Becky Lynch to take this title. Interesting. So I absolutely love this match. I hope it's not on first. I don't want it to be on first. If anything, I would probably like the women's Money in the Bank match to go on first. Then have the Cena match, then have this match and end with the men's Money in the Bank. Personally, I think I'm just gonna go straight out with it, guys. 25 minutes into the live stream. If you're listening to my voice right now and you're enjoying this, hit the like button. I'm gonna go with the guys on the panel, and I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is going to win this. It's been a great run by Lyra Valkyria. I love that they're both the two Irish lasses coming together to absolutely entertain all of us in this ring. Becky has been fantastic as the heel that she turned into. She was always a heel, though. I always saw the man as a heel, whether she got cheered or booed. She always did bad things in the ring, you know. And she's a great wrestler. She's probably one of the best wrestlers. I think personally that Becky Lynch will become champion to add some prestige and some honor to this title, with it being Lyra's inaugural championship. It needs a little bit of esteem for it. I think it needs to go down in the history and the annals and the books that Becky Lynch was the second ever Intercontinental Championship. I think it will go down well, and it could take some beating to get it off her, to be honest. I have no idea who that could be. Maybe she holds on to it for a long time and we get a Mariah May. Maybe that would be an interesting match. Mariah May versus Becky Lynch. I'd like to see that for maybe WrestleMania next year. So yeah, my prediction is a clean sweep, 3-0. Becky Lynch defeats Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And I don't think she's going to do it clean either. I think it's going to be quite a dirty win, maybe something behind the ref's back. And her arm will be raised and she will be crowned champion. Then I would like her to go join Seth and join his faction personally and have the championship over there. That would be insane. That faction needs a female added to it. Okay, so let's get to the main event. We do have a little video we can play for that. And guys, I know it's AEW, but come on, this is Wrestle Realm. The realm is the universe of wrestling, not just one place. So
it's time for the main event.
That's right. Thank you, Mark Henry. The main event, as what I'm predicting the main event will be, we have LA Knight, Penta, I can't do the dance because I'm sat down. Andrade, he's cool. Solo Sikoa, boring. Seth Rollins, the Visionary, and El Grande Americano, not Chad Gable for anybody else who might be thinking that. I don't know why people keep saying that on the internet. It really does my head in, no matter how many times I try to argue back online and in forums and on Reddit especially. People just say, it's Chad Gable, you're being worked, bro. And I'm like, whatever. People clearly don't watch wrestling, in my opinion. Okay, so if I'm correct in this one, Brandon should be first. Yep, Brandon is first on this one. So I'm going to sit back in my new comfy chair and listen to Brandon take me away with this one.
Yes. So regarding to this the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, you have LA Knight, you have Penta in this one. You got Andrade, Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins. Knowing that Seth Rollins won Money in the Bank though before, was back in 2014. Then regarding to Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania 31 in the matchup with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Cashed in. Yes, it was. And he became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then you have El Grande Americano. You know, sure, some people would say those are the same person. Well, I got to give El Grande Americano credit. I will say this. He has done a great job with that character. And, you know, even though some people would say it's the same person, maybe it's a different person altogether. But knowing, nevertheless, so you'll have basically, it's like, you know, for me, it's a double duty situation. You know, you had Chad Gable, you know, trying to go after the AAA Mega Campeon against El Hijo del Vikingo in that AAA Mega Campeon. And now with El Grande Americano in that men's Money in the Bank matchup. So this, I mean, can go either way. You know, some people would, like a couple persons they have in mind, though, like it would be Seth Rollins and Solo Sikoa. So, I mean, if El Grande Americano would win this, and if Chad Gable would become the AAA Mega Campeon, I mean, that would be shocking for shock value purposes.
It would indeed. That's actually very, very, very good writing. I like it.
It sure is.
Is that your prediction?
Well, no, I would say regarding to one man been in that Money in the Bank ladder match before, and it's well overdue for one man and one man alone. Penta would be having that sometime soon. Andrade, but give me in this one L.A. Knight. Yeah. LA Knight.
Love it. Love it. LA Knight would be a fantastic Money in the Bank holder. He has the gift of the gab. He has the personality. He has the look. He has everything. It would be a moment to remember for sure. I like it. I like your prediction. I thought you were going to go somewhere else. So, yeah, I like your prediction. Interesting. Wyatt, my friend.
All right.
What about you? What say you?
This match could go either way. I don't think Penta's going to win. I think there's going to be a bunch of interferences in this match, maybe some betrayals, like maybe Jacob Fatu to betray Solo Sikoa. CM Punk's going to get involved with this match, not helping Seth win the Money in the Bank. Andrade, maybe Carmelo Hayes gets involved because he pinned him to qualify for Money in the Bank. Maybe Penta. I don't know. Penta could win. El Grande Americano. Not Chad Gable. He could win, but it will be an upset. I don't think Chad Gable's going to win. But
Chad Gable's not in the match, bro.
One man is going to win, I think.
Okay.
L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Interesting. You've both gone with LA Knight. Okay. It's an absolute toss-up for me. I want one person to win it purely for my own entertainment going forward, and I think I'm going to stick with that. Please, I want to apologise for the lack of my knowledge. Is Jacob Fatu still champion?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So that goes down pretty well with my prediction then, and I'm going to go straight out the gate and say I would like Solo Sikoa to win the Money in the Bank. I would like Solo Sikoa is my prediction. I think Solo Sikoa will win, and he will cash in against Jacob Fatu. I think that storyline makes more sense. I think it would be a fantastic match to build up. He's been playing him up as the champion, and I think he said something the other day about "I love you, Solo" in that comment. Like, dude, he's not said that for 5 months and all that kind of stuff. It's, they're building it. They're slowly letting them cook. So my prediction is Solo to win, but I will go down the card and give my reasonings as to the other guys as well. Seth Rollins is in this brand new faction. I don't think he's going to win. I think that his friends in his faction are probably going to try and help him, but cause him to eventually lose. El Grande Americano, there will be multiple attempts to demask this guy, and he will just get away with all of it all the time. He will show his wrestling prowess and his luchador skills. I really, really want to root for Andrade, but he just bores the crap out of me. I'm sorry. There is no originality. It just feels like he is stuck and has been for a very long time. Penta. Now, Penta deserves to win it, but I think the long-term story with Penta is to team him with his brother. I do think the WWE are absolutely seeing money when they think of the Lucha Bros and having the tag team with those two. I think that those two will revive the men's tag team division, because the New Day aren't doing it. No matter how much you like them or dislike them, they aren't reviving the men's tag team scene. So I do think that. And LA Knight, he's great. He's good. But I just don't think it's his time, unfortunately. I do honestly think it's Solo Sikoa's time. Solo Sikoa is going to win this. And I could see him cashing in pretty quick. Like the week after, as soon as they go to the next home show, I think he could cash in straight against Jacob. Or they play the long game and he gets closer and closer and befriends him, and then he cashes it in then. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Solo Sikoa, and my two esteemed guests on the channel are going to go with LA Knight. But what do you guys think down in the comments below and watching this right now? If you're going to watch Money in the Bank, comment down below. Where are you going to watch it? I think it's on Netflix, which is always good. Yeah. I think that's it, guys. I think we're at the end of the stream. There is 5 slides done, so I will just get rid of that, and I will, by the power of magic, bring us all back up here. See that? That was fun, wasn't it? Guys, I want to thank both of you very, very much for joining me over on Wrestle Realm. It has been an absolute pleasure to talk Money in the Bank with you. Wyatt, thank you for putting this idea out there into the ethos. Next time we do a pay-per-view, I vote we go live on your channel.
Okay.
Yeah, so next time we'll do a pay-per-view. If anybody wants to come do predictions with us, Brandon, you are more than welcome to join us every single time. You have an open invitation. As always, you are part of the... So thank you. Yeah, guys, you know me. My name's Ryan Milkey. This is Wrestle Realm. We're now going to go to the guys, and they're going to let us know where you can find them, where you can connect with them, and if they've got any content coming up this week that they would like to plug. So we'll go with Wyatt, because you're sat at the top next to me. Please, Wyatt, I'm going to make you full screen or big screen, and please promote anything that you have coming up and where we can find you on social medias.
Guys, you can go check me out on Instagram, Wyatt Wrestling, and on YouTube. Tonight, after SmackDown, I will be doing an interview with a good friend of mine. His name is Kelton. He's getting into content. He's gonna come sit down, talk to me about it, and I'm excited. That every Wednesday we'll have a new interview out on YouTube. So
love it. And who's next?
Your boy Ryan Milky Hill.
That's right. It's me. It's me. I have been editing for Wyatt, as everybody probably knows, and if you don't know, then now you do. I've been editing for Wyatt. I love doing it. The first 2 were absolutely fantastic, and then I have to go and edit my own video, and that is a different experience altogether when you edit your own interview. So I'm not going to be all big-headed with it. It will be a very simple edit, because I don't want to, I don't want to blow my own trumpet within the edit. But please check it out on Wednesday when it drops next week. But check out the other 2 episodes as well, because they have been absolutely fantastic conversations with people from the wrestling community. So yeah, Wyatt, thank you for joining us. We're going to switch the hot seat with Brandon, and Brandon's going to take the floor and let us know where he can find him on social medias and what he has coming up on his channel and all of his groups coming up this week.
Yeah, so knowing you can check out my personal name, Brandon Martin, and all that on social media, Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter X, all that. But for Rant and Rave, though, you can check it out, which is for Instagram, which is all lowercase Rant Rave Podcast 19. And for Twitter X, that is RnR Podcast, and then including the number 19, RnRP, all uppercase. And regarding to my channel, as always, Brandon Martin, or you can just search up Rant Rave Podcast, which is Rant and Rave, which I know some people get confused with the A and D, but all you have to do is drop the A and the D. All you got left is the letter N, as in the girl's name, Nancy, then Rave Podcast. So for this coming, actually tomorrow, though, we will be live reacting to Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank coming up tomorrow afternoon.
Awesome. And you'll be live during the pay-per-view? Is that correct?
Correct.
So people will be able to watch along with you over on the channel with you and your cohorts of members on the RnR podcast, correct?
Yep, correct.
Awesome, awesome. Geordie, is it Jordan? I believe his name is Jordan. He is always a hoot to listen to. Very, very opinionated. Eric Lima as well. Fantastic guy. And the other guys as well. I forget their names. I do apologize. But check them out over on RnR podcast or Brandon Martin on YouTube. Thank you again, Brandon, for joining us. It's been an honor for you to give your predictions along with Wyatt and myself. Thank you. This will be live on YouTube for forever. It'll go into the annals of history as a prediction live stream over on Wrestle Realm. But I'm going to jump into the hot seat right now. Guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank everybody that's involved with the crossover crew. We now have a new name for the group. We used to be called the Media Moguls, and we had some shift with the ownership and all that kind of stuff. Long story. We don't need to get into it today. But yeah, we're now called the crossover crew. and we've only like lost 2 members from the 34 that we had. So we have a great community over there. Everybody is talking, everybody's sharing. Right now in the Crossover Crew, if you're watching this from the Crossover Crew, know you're fantastic, you're welcomed, and thank you very much. But yeah, also go and vote in the polls. I put the polls up for the 4 matches that we just discussed and talked about over in the group. And I'll probably do another video, a separate video, and I'll just react to everybody else's predictions within that group. So that's coming out some point this weekend on the WrestleRealm channel. And that's about it for me, really, this week on the channel. I'm not going to go on to no live stream. I'll be in the chat for live streams, but I'm not going to be doing any watch along for myself. I might jump on some other guys' watch alongs. I know you've also got Danger Ginger and BJ. They do their live stream on Sunday, so definitely check that out. They recap the whole week of wrestling, so I wanted to make sure I got them a shout out as well. But yeah, that's about it, guys. As I said, my name is Ryan. I've been joined by Brandon, and I've been joined by Wyatt. You guys have been awesome, and I wonder who's going to win this week in the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, PLE. But with all that being said, we're going to go to Mark Henry again for It's Time, and then we're going to hit the end stream, guys. So thank you very much. I appreciate everybody from the cast and myself. Good night. God bless, and we'll see you later.
It's time for the main event.
Bye.